think sometimes with content, it could kind of get weird. It could kind of get weird because you have this thing and you're like, I want to express this thing. So then you're like, well, what's the best way to do it and things like that. Oftentimes in my life, I found that logically, the best way is not always the best way. You have to do your way, what you want to do. So I've been thinking, I'm like, okay, there's no guarantee. I mean, there's no guarantee for the other way either, but the other way, ye- I don't feel fulfilled. I do not feel fulfilled doing it at all. So what are what are we gonna do about that? And I've thought, okay, maybe should I write scripts or something like that? But it's like, no. I love what I do. I love expressing myself and things like that. So I'm not gonna do that. It's getting past like mental blocks of what this thing is supposed to be, comparing it to other things or insecurities or things like that. Like you have to, it just doesn't, or expecting something. It's like it just doesn't work. So you have to do what you want to do. But also that can be scary because it's like fear of rejection and being ostracized and things like that. So then kind of have to ask yourself, why I found that I had to ask myself, why am I doing what is it to be seen a certain way or is it because I like doing it? And I came to the conclusion because I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing if I didn't like it. Where it gets like jumbled and things like that is when external things start becoming a thing. That's when it gets jammed up. When it's like focusing on the way I look or the way it's presented or when like that doesn't fulfill me at all. And then it's like, okay, well then just hire somebody. It's just like it's not what I want to do. I want to do what I want to do. Well, I am doing what I want to do. So it's just that. It's really just that. That really just is it. So just really following my heart, doing what I want to do in my things. So that's really it. I was just like writing and I was just journaling and I was just like, you know, just do that. Just do what you want to do and just keep going. I'm obviously not doing it for any sort of like outcome or something in that like nature. It's just not for that at all. It's because I love to do what I love to do. So I believe in it and I know what I'm doing. You know, I'm working on this film. I've been writing it for about like 3 years, and it's like, okay, how do I want to do this? Do I go the film route? But it's like you can't just look at what other people are doing or want I used to run like track and the coach was just like, hey, one of your problems is that you look to the side and things like that. You just shouldn't do that because it's going to slow you down. And I've recently caught myself maybe looking left and right to maybe see, am I doing what I'm supposed to be doing? Am I doing the thing and things like that? So yeah. So I'm really just evaluating what it is do I want to do and am I doing that? And the answer is yes. Putting out the music that I want to make and I'm putting it out the way I want to make it. Am I running Club Cloud the way I want to do it? Am I doing everything I want to do it? Yes. And sometimes it could be like, oh, it's the fear if that's the wrong way. You're doing it wrong. Like, you have to get a distributor, or you got to do this, or you can't film it on that, or that doesn't look good. That's not film. That's not this. That's not that. But I don't believe in that. I really don't. I don't believe in that. I believe in what I'm doing. I really do. And it doesn't matter. It really doesn't, So it's really just listening to your intuition and continuing to do that, It doesn't matter what equipment you have or what you don't have, or doesn't, doesn't matter what you film it on. You can film that shit on a DS. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You know, I'm self-taught. Everything that I'm doing, I'm self-taught. Business, I'm self-taught. Everything that I'm doing, I'm self-taught. Creating, I'm self-taught. But because I love what I do, I'm willing to do that. It's not like I'm like, but like I'm learning it the way I want to learn it, and I like that. I like that a lot. So, creative manifesto. Really here to do what I want to do the way I want to do it. That's it. Not focused on any outcome, doing it the way I want to do it, and just staying in touch with that is by continuing to listen to myself. And sometimes I get scared of like, will I not listen to myself? Will I not be grounded? But just gotta keep going. Sometimes I watch stuff on like YouTube and stuff like that, like motivational stuff, to just, keep me grounded. But, you know, you really just gotta keep doing your thing. Not for an outcome, but just because you love this. Yeah. I like doing this. I like making videos and things like that. I don't like editing it or trying to optimize it, or I don't like that. I don't like it at all. I hate it so much. I'm gonna get the thumbnail to look like this, and then it's gonna be this, and then I'm not saying that um my way is better than anybody or anything like that, but it is true to me, and that is enough. That is enough. You know. Um yeah. That's really just it. It's not for anything. It's not for some type of validation from other people, and I'm not I really am not trying to like make it seem like I'm holier than thou, because of course I'm a human being. Of course, like, I want this girl to like me, or I want this thing, or I want people to see me in a certain way. That's a very human thing. But one thing I'm proud of myself of is continuing to keep doing my thing, even if sometimes maybe externally it doesn't look the best. I don't know what that even means, but yeah.